Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a declutter video. I'm going to be going through all of my makeup and decluttering something in each category. So we're going to get straight on into the video. So the first place I want to start out is my foundations. So I have a lot of my high-end foundations up here. And then in these two bottom drawers, I have more drugstore foundations and maybe a few more high-end foundations. I also, over here in this last drawer, have some foundations that didn't fit. So I'm not sure I'm going to be keeping these, but I do want to pull them out. This is the Milk Makeup. This can stay in here because this is just a backup of my foundation mixing pigment. So I'll leave that there. And then I have this one too. So I'm just going to pull them all out. And then we're going to go through them one by one. And we're going to see what I'm going to keep. Okay, so these are all my foundations. And we're going to go through them all and see which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to get rid of. So looking at them now, the first one I'm going to grab is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I've had this one for a while, so I'm going to declutter it, and I don't really wear it anymore. So I'm not sure if I'll repurchase or not, but for now, I'm going to take it out of my collection because it's been in here too long, so this one will be going in the trash. Okay, the next one is the Serum Foundation by The Ordinary. This is fairly new, so I'm going to hold on to this. A little dark on me, but when I mix it with the mixing pigment by LA Girl, it works for me, so I'm going to hold on to this. This Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Foundation, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, so I'm just going to put this in the maybe section and think about that one. So I'm just going to put that over there. This Becca Skin Love Foundation, I like this foundation, but I had the wrong shade, so I picked up another one. So I have to try this shade, see how it works for me. I mean, I'd rather buy them a little too dark than too light. That way I can just lighten them with my pigment. If they're too light, I don't have anything to mix to darken them up. So sometimes when they don't have a shade close enough to mine, I'll just buy the darker shade like I did here. And this one is in the shade Tan, and this is brand new, so I'm holding on to this. The next one that I know I'm holding on to is this Beauty Blender Foundation. This foundation is so good. The color matches me perfect, and I'm in the shade 3.40W. And I love it. It stays matte on my skin. It's more like a soft matte. It doesn't get cakey or anything like that. And I really do love this. So I'm going to keep this. Next, I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. This is full coverage. It's very full coverage, and it is matte, but it does sink into my lines, my forehead and my smile lines, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. And the next foundation I have is this Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade 220 Natural Beige. This one is good. I'm going to hold on to this one. I love this. This is great for the summertime. It keeps me so matte, and I will continue to repurchase. I do know they have a 30-hour one, so I do want to try that one. I haven't been able to find it though, so if anyone lives in the Philadelphia area, let me know if you picked one up and where you picked it up. Thank you. Okay. Next, I have this Becca Foundation, the Ever Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade Fawn. Matches me when I'm tan in the summer, but this is pretty old, I believe. How many months does this say? Okay, this is a 12-month foundation. I definitely had it over a year, so I'm going to toss this one. The next thing I have here is this Tinted Moisturizer by Laura Mercier. I haven't used this one yet. I have it in the shade Bisque 2W1, so I'll be trying this one out. So I'm going to hold on to this for now. Another one I'm going to hold on to is the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream. This is so good, and I don't feel like it has a natural finish like it says. I feel like it's more of a matte finish, which is why I love it so much, and the coverage on this stuff is great. So I highly recommend. Another one I'm holding on to is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is the matte one, and this is in the shade Cream Beige. And I just picked this one up, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Next one I have here is the Believe Beauty foundation. Now, I'm not sure about this one, so I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. I have soft beige, but it's kind of light. So I'm just going to put it in the maybe and think about it. Maybe I will exchange it for another color because I only used it once. Next foundation is my Nyx Born To Glow. I love this foundation. I am oily, but I still love this. It doesn't leave me greasy or anything. I'm in the shade Medium Olive, and this is such a beautiful, radiant, natural looking foundation. Highly, highly recommend. For oily or dry skin, this is great stuff. Here I have the MAC Studio Sculpt foundation. I have this one in the shade NW30. My shade is NW22. I picked this up in, I believe, TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and this is the shade they had that was closest to mine, so I picked it up. So what I do is, like I said, I just mix it with my LA Girl pigment mix, my LA Girl mixing pigment, so it works for me. Next thing is this Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation with Hyaluron and Aloe Vera by Essence. I'm in the shade Neutral Buff. This actually matches me perfect. When I swatched it on my arm, it looked like it was going to be too dark, but no, it matches perfect. So, and I highly recommend this. It's beautiful. It looks natural, like it says. It's hydrating, and I would definitely repurchase this. The next two foundations are my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. I have the shades Beige and Buff. Now, the reason I have two shades is because one was very yellow, and I do have a yellow undertone, but it's just so yellow, and then the other shade doesn't have hardly any. So I think I'm going to toss both of these because it's also very cakey, and I'm just not really feeling that right now. Okay, so the next foundation I want to talk about, the next foundation is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is a semi-matte foundation, and it's exactly what it says. It's semi-matte. It looks beautiful on the skin. The formula is very thin, and it just looks beautiful on the skin, so I'm definitely holding on to this. This is another one. This is an all-time favorite. This is the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline, and I'm in the shade Rich Tan, which is number 238. And I just repurchased this, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Now, this foundation by Ofra, I grabbed it to try it out, and honestly, I've worn it maybe 2 times, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, so I might play around with it more, so I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. Next, we have the Revlon Candid foundation, and I'm in the shade 400, which is Macadamia. It's a little deep for me, but I make it work, and I really, really love this foundation. I've only worn it twice, but the first impression, I loved it. When I wear it again, I loved it. I have no complaints so far, so I'm going to keep wearing this foundation and hold on to that. Now, this foundation says 24 months. I've had this, I believe, exactly 2 years. It's the Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup. And to be completely honest, I really don't care for the formula. I don't really care for this foundation at all, so I'm just going to toss. The next foundation I have is the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, and I'm in the shade Light Tan. I like this foundation. I haven't worn it in a little while, so I want to try it out again and see how I feel about it for the summertime since I am oily, so I'm going to hold on to that. Then I have the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshware. This isn't going anywhere. This I love so, so much. This is really good. Thin formula. It's so natural on the skin. And yeah, this doesn't expire till February of 2022. So yeah, definitely holding on to that. And then this one I just picked up, the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I've always loved this foundation. I picked up the shade W5, which is Sand Beige. And this matches me very well. And I can't really say much about it except that it's a very natural foundation, and it looks beautiful on the skin, and I'm definitely keeping it. Now, this Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, I used up to here. I'm in the shade 6.0. I've had this for quite a while, so I'm going to toss this one. There's no way it could still be good, so I'm going to toss it. The next foundation I have is the MAC Studio Fix, and this one is in the shade NW22. As you can see here, this is brand new. I have not even used it yet, so I will be keeping that. Then we have the Milk makeup. I think this is called the Flex Foundation. Let me see. Yes, Flex Foundation, and I really like this. This is in Golden Nude, and it matches me pretty well. This is what the shade looks like, so I'll be holding on to this. Next, I have the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. I have not worn this at all. I just sampled a swatch to see if it would match me, and it's too light, so I'm going to get rid of this. Then I have the Rare Beauty Foundation. This is in the shade 240W. This matches me well. I've only wore it once, and I really do like it so far, so I'm going to keep on playing around with that. Next, I have the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. This is fairly new, so I'm holding on to this. I really like it. I've only worn it once. It's the Remarkable Foundation in the shade 33 Beige. So this I'll definitely holding on to because I really like the matte finish it gave me. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a matte foundation or a natural foundation, but on me it was definitely matte. Not over dryingly matte, but it was matte. So I'll be holding on to that. Next is the Anastasia Foundation. This is the Luminous Foundation. This one I like. This one I just purchased, and I'm going to hold on to this for colder days, for, you know, next fall and winter, because it is pretty luminous. So I'm not sure how it'll wear on me in the spring and summer, but I do want to hold on to that for sure. I do like how that looks on the skin. Next, I have my Fenty Beauty Foundation, which this is a little dark on me. This is in the shade 300. This is the Pro Filter Foundation, and this is definitely matte. I can't remember if it sunk into my lines or not. I really don't have any complaints. I've only worn it about once or twice, but I'm definitely going to keep playing with this. Next, I have the Bite Beauty Changemaker Foundation. Now, this is way too dark for me. I mean, I could make it work with the mixer, but I think I'm just going to let this go because I've had it longer than 2 years, and you're only supposed to hold on to this for 1 year, so I'm going to let this one go. And then I have this Nars Foundation. This is a Soft Matte Complete Foundation, and this is in the shade Moria. And I'm not sure if I'm butchering that, but it's medium deep 2.3. Now this is absolutely too dark for me, so I definitely have to mix this. So a little bit of this product goes a very long way. So like one squeeze out a little drop and then mix it with the equals amount of the mixer, and it comes out just right for me. So I'm gonna hold on to that. So these are all the foundations I'm keeping, and then these are all the foundations I'm getting rid of in this pile right here. Now, these three here I wasn't sure about, so let me just pull them over here. This one I feel like has gone bad, so I'm gonna have to get rid of it completely, toss it. And then this one I believe I'm gonna exchange for my correct color. So, and then this one, it just has such light coverage that it might as well be a BB cream. I'm not sure. I think maybe I'll hold on to it a little longer. I mean, I only wore it once, so I'm going to hold on to it and then see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to put everything back, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now these are all the foundations I'm holding on to. I put the higher end foundations up here that I'm keeping, and then the ones that don't fit up there, like the Beauty Blender one and this Nars one, and then all the rest in here are drugstore. I think I forgot to go over my Morphe foundation, which obviously I'm keeping. And then I think I forgot to also mention the Milani Perfect 2-in-1. I just picked this up again, the Conceal and Perfect, and they have more shades. So I picked up the shade 05 Warm Beige, and it matches me pretty well. So I'll be keeping that. So that's it for my foundations. Now we're going to go into this, well, if you look at the overview of this container, you'll see I have these 6-button Wild lipsticks. I just have these really up here for decoration. I mean, I do wear them, but I keep them out to display them. And then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Highlight Palette, which I'm keeping. And then these are just samples from MAC. And then in this drawer up here, I have some glosses, which I am keeping all of them. These are all new, so they're staying. Now, in this drawer, I definitely need to declutter some of these primers. Okay, so this is the Sephora Super Matte Moisturizer, so I keep it in here. to use under makeup. This one I'm going to hold on to. It's pretty new. It didn't really keep my oils at bay the first time I wore it, but I'm going to try it out again. This is new. This is my e.l.f. Mint Melts Cooling Face Primer. This grips your foundation like nothing else. I mean, it's a really good, this is one of the best gripping foundations I found in the drugstore, so I will repurchase if it's not limited edition. Hopefully it isn't. So next is this Evio Beauty. This is a pore perfecting matte finish primer. So this one I'll be keeping. It's pretty new. I don't really wear many primers, so I don't know why I have so many. This Marc primer came in a kit that I bought. I haven't tried it yet, so I'll hold on to this. Then I have this Becca Primer. It's the backlight priming filter. I haven't tried this yet either, so I'm going to hold on to that. The Professional is okay. Not it's not old. It's pretty new, so I think I'm going to hold on to this a little longer. This Changemaker matte primer is pretty old, so I'm going to toss that one. This Soap and Glory Oil Control Serum is, not sure if I had it too long. Let me see. This is 12 months, so this is definitely over a year old, so I'm going to toss this. And then the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock. I love this foundation, so I'm going to hold on to this. I mean, I love this primer, so I will hold on to this. Okay, and then over here we have some more. We have the Prime and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. So I'm going to be holding on to that as well. I'm not really doing well in this department. I've only gotten rid of 2 things. So this I love so much. This is the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum, and it is really good. This also gives like a little sticky, tacky feeling to your face once you apply it, so it feels like it is gripping as well. So I do like this. My makeup does last longer when I wear it. Then we have this Cover FX Gripping Primer Plus Firming. This I haven't even tried yet. Definitely keeping this. And then I just have these 2 minis from Ulta. They're the Poreless Face Primer. So I'm going to keep both of these for traveling. All right, so for primers, I've only gotten rid of 2. And oh, I also have these back here. These are the Putty Primers from e.l.f. I have the matte Putty Primer, and then I have the Poreless one back there. So I'm keeping both of those. So what I'm going to do is put this one back in here. I'm actually going to take these samples out of here, put them in my skincare drawer, which is right here, and just put them right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put both of those in there. Then I think I will put the Sephora Matte Moisturizer in there. I will also put the Marc Jacobs primer in there. The Becca, I think the Professional will fit as well. Okay, so that's what's going in on that side. And then over here, I have the Wet n Wild, L'Oreal, Too Faced, Cover FX I'm going to leave here because I keep forgetting I have it. And then the Evio Beauty. And then the e.l.f. So that's it for my primers. I decluttered 2. Another primer I have is over here. I keep it out. I keep it on display. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And I've used it once so far, and I do like it a lot. So this isn't going anywhere. It's brand new. Hold on to that. I won't be going over my lipsticks today, so because I really don't think I'm going to declutter any of those. Now back over here, we're going to go into the second drawer, which is the last drawer for this video. And we're going to declutter some concealers. So let's just pull the whole drawer out. So we have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. I'm going to keep that. Now I have 2 of these. Now, I don't know. I feel like this one's good. This one's definitely too light, so I'm just going to toss this one. There's no need keeping a shade that doesn't match me. This is the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer. I've only used it about once, so I want to try that again. This is the Conceal and Correct, the Peach correcting concealer, and I got this from Dollar Tree, but it works pretty well, so I'm going to keep this. And this is the Camo Concealer by e.l.f. I'm going to hold on to that. I'm also, this is good for 2 years, so this is definitely still good. This is my CoverGirl concealer, the True Blend Undercover. Love this. So full coverage. The L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. This is good for, ooh, I don't know. Hold on. Not sure how long this is good for, but I'm going to hold on to it anyway. It still works great. It doesn't smell funky or anything. This one I don't really use, so I'm just going to toss this one. This one was so cakey on me, the Bye Bye Under Eye. So I don't know if I was using too much or what, but it broke up under my eyes, and I do not like this at all. It just did not work well with my skin. So that's going to go. And then I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I love this so much. And I have it in the shade Light Neutral, keeping this. So I'm just going to put these back in here. And there go all the concealers I'm keeping. As far as my lip liners, I'm keeping all of them. These are just all different shades of browns and nudes. And so I'm going to hold on to that because those are the shades that I use pretty much on a daily basis. I'm going to end today's video right here. And next week I will be filming part 2. And we'll go over some bronzers, highlighters, and blushes. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe to see more content from me, all beauty makeup related videos. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.